more.
For us, our first Lame Guys WWE Superstar of the Year for 2023.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
Merry Christmas, bro.
Yes,
This
sir.
is our Christmas episode. Sorry we don't have any Christmas decorations out, but
I said I would.
it's fine. I thought to myself, should I buy anything for it? No. I mean, we get like 10 viewers anyways. I think they'll be fine without our Christmas decorations.
Next year.
Yeah, next year. Hopefully, I want to do like I would love to get just I don't know. If we start like growing, I would love to get like a bigger set. I would love to just do like better. I want like a better table,
bigger desk or
yeah,
something like
just
that.
some, yeah. Because I mean, if we start to have guests and stuff, this is a very little table.
I thought about that. Like I was trying to figure out because we have this stand back here. I don't know why I haven't moved it yet, but they could sit here. But we have to move the mics then because then there's nothing for them.
Well, so my thought was if we did have a guest, me and you would just squeeze in on one side, and then the guest would just be on the other side.
Yeah, that could work too.
That was my idea. But yeah, Merry Christmas. I got all my Christmas shopping done.
Nice.
So it's not Christmas yet, but
By the time this episode releases,
it's our Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, by the time this episode releases, Christmas
will be over. Yeah, because this comes out on Tuesday.
How was Christmas, bro?
I bought my movie tickets to go see Iron Claw. We're going Christmas Day.
Nice.
And I'm excited. I'm excited just for it to be over. Honestly,
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
me
ready.
too.
I'm over it. What I wanted to ask you, what is your top Christmas gift of all time that you've gotten? It could be like multiple.
I'm trying to think
if
about
you can't
anything.
narrow it down to one. It could be multiple.
I'm trying to think about. Okay, so Emily bought me Queen tickets a couple years back.
I forgot about that.
She bought me the Queen tickets. That was really big because she combined, since my birthday is in December as well, she combined birthday and Christmas, and that was a gift, and I really loved it, especially when Bohemian was coming out, so Queen was so hot at the moment.
Yeah.
So we went to go see Queen. That was awesome.
It was Adam Lambert, right?
Yeah, Adam Lambert, and he killed it.
Yeah.
Let me think. As a kid, of course, I mean, nothing changes. A ton of figures and everything like that. Biggest one I remember as a kid, parents got me the Hell in the Cell set.
Yeah,
when
that's
WWE
awesome.
before WWE was with Mattel, they were with Jax.
Yeah,
and
those were the golden days,
bro. I had the first Hell in the Cell set they made, and the two figures was Undertaker and Randy. And oh my gosh,
Jeez.
I loved it so much. And then I want to say the following year, the Money in the Bank set came out, and I got that one from Santa.
I always wanted those sets, but yeah, I never got any. The only set I ever got was just a wrestling ring. I got a Raw ring. And then I've told you this before. I got I remember I told you
I love the story, but I feel so bad.
I remember I told you that I thought it was a Royal Rumble ring.
Yeah,
I
think
it was
a big ring, right?
It was just a big ring. It was just a big WrestleMania ring.
Yeah.
And I think it was big. It was just a big one. And so I just, as a kid, I just thought of it as like a perfect Royal Rumble ring. But yeah, that is one of my favorite gifts. I've told Vincent the story before, but my parents Santa at the time, got me this big WWE ring. I was so ecstatic to play with all my wrestlers in it, and literally the day of Christmas, my first time playing with it. I don't know why. I think I made my sister mad or something, and she kicked it and broke the ring post, so the ropes wouldn't stay up, and it just ruined
I would say
the
call
whole
her
thing.
out, but don't do that.
It just ruined the whole thing, and I never got to play with it again.
Gosh, bro.
The day of Christmas. It's not like
That's
I had
ridiculous.
it for a day. Like the day of Christmas.
So you only played with it once?
Yeah, just the one time.
God.
And I didn't even get a full play session with it because while I was playing with it, my sister kicked it and just broke. So yeah, I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Another one. I got a basketball goal for my parents.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Santa.
Yeah.
That was pretty big too. I remember because I was doing Upward Bound at the time.
Yeah. So
And-
you were hype.
Oh, so hype. And then I remember my brother looking, he helped me opened it, and he was so happy. And I was like, I was like, oh crap, this is for me. And my brother's, this is for me. And I just remember my parents going, it's for both of y'all. And I'm thinking, yeah, right, bro. I know who this is for.
I guess I would also say, so I've gotten 2 consoles for Christmas. I got an Xbox 360 one time from Santa, and I got the Xbox One. So I'd say those are up there. As far as when I was younger, though, I got an iPod one time.
Nice.
That same year that I got my 360, I got an iPod.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was a good Christmas. And at the time, that's when iPods were. Bro, you weren't cool if you didn't have an iPod.
Which one did you have?
I had the iPod Nano.
Oh, okay.
Is that? I
The
think it was
Nano was like the smaller one, right?
No. Sorry. So it wasn't the Nano.
Did you have the shuffle, the one with the?
No. Oh yeah, I had the shuffle. You could turn it, but it also had a screen, like a rectangular screen, and I would even watch movies, bro, on this little ass screen.
Yeah.
Is
Is
that what iPod is that?
I think the shuffle, isn't it?
No, I thought the shuffle was the little one.
Well, I thought that's the Nano, the smaller one.
I thought the Nano was. I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll have to look it up later.
Yeah, so the one with the small screen, but then like you could do the circle, the dial, and everything like that. I had that one, and yes, I had music videos on there, and I remember vacations, just music video over and over. It was the Metallica music videos all the time. And then, well, no, I didn't get that one for Christmas. I just had them,
Okay.
and then the first iPod Touch.
Talk about, dude, classic.
Where
The
we-
iPods were back in the day, bro. That was what an invention.
I remember riding the bus with my headphones
Yeah.
and thinking I was cool,
bro. I mean, at the time, that's before like iPhones, right? And
Yeah.
so I remember anytime a song would drop, I had to go find a site that would let me download it for free. And then I didn't want anyone to know that I had like so I wanted people to think I had the legit shit. So I'd go to Google and I would download the album cover, and then I would move it over to my picture. And so
I never
on
did
my
any of that.
iPod, it would look like the official, like I bought music. And so yeah, I just remember thinking, geez, just to get music alone, it was a job. And then yeah, obviously the phone got music and stuff. But I would say those are my favorite gifts:
Those are
iPod,
good
and then Xbox 360,
Those are good ones.
and then Xbox One.
Nice.
I told you before I was like second in line to get Xbox One.
Yeah, you
at
don't-
Black Friday.
gosh.
Yeah, I saw a stat today, actually, by the way, that PS5 has like sold more than 2/3 the
Something like
amount
that.
of Xbox or something like that. Isn't that crazy? What if Xbox goes out, dude? I don't think it will, but
It
I'm just
won't,
saying,
but
like,
it's wild to think about that. Just like that one video I think I sent you or whatever of at Best Buy, a whole bunch of people walked in, stole a whole bunch of PS5s, but there was a pile of Xboxes.
And they just
no one
left
touched
them.
them. No one touched them.
it's so
bro.
weird. Why do you think that is? I mean,
I
I
have no
like
idea.
I have both, and I
Maybe
think
just
they're
because they were so sought after. Like
Maybe,
they couldn't, like you could not find a PS5 at all.
Yeah.
And now they're everywhere, so people just want them. I don't know.
Do
Maybe
you think Spider-Man plays a role? Spider-Man, God of War, like all these games that are
those are
that
Sony exclusives?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm just thinking like I have both, and I mean
I will
just
say,
think,
yeah, I have both.
not,
and
I don't really feel like one is so much better than the other. Like they're
No.
both just good
like
consoles.
right now. I mean, I'm sure we both agree we've been playing the PS5 more
Yeah,
just because
I
of
haven't-
Spider-Man. And everything.
I haven't touched my Xbox in forever.
Yeah, I haven't touched my Xbox.
Teresa plays the Xbox, so she still plays the Harry Potter game.
Mhm.
But other than that, yeah, I haven't touched my Xbox.
I was telling Marco today, this Harry Potter game, I think IGN, I could be wrong. I'll have to look it up later, said that Harry Potter is among some of the top selling games of the year.
Yeah, it's beaten Spider-Man. Granted, Spider-Man came out later
Towards
in the
the end,
year,
but yeah.
but yeah, it still sold more than Spider-Man.
Part of me-
Teresa really liked it. She thought
I was
going
going to say, part of me wants to play it, but then I'm just like, I don't know.
She's playing it for a second time. I've seen the Harry Potter movies, but I'm not a Harry Potter stan or like that, so I don't.
Potterhead?
Yeah, like I don't want to play it, but it is cool. You get to pick your own house and stuff. But episode 11. Is it
Episode
episode
11. We are
We're
here.
Lame Guys Podcast. We're gonna do WWE Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
We have like a whole bracket.
Yeah, I mean, WWE had a great year.
Yeah,
A lot of
I think it's up there for best year. In
some
a long,
great. I
best
honestly,
year
I feel
ever.
like last year and this year.
I think this year is better than last
Really?
year. Not maybe I enjoyed more because we went to WrestleMania last year, but I think just popularity wise, like I think that I've
there was
said it
some-
before. I think this is arguably the biggest year that WWE's ever had.
When I was trying to do some research on some of the superstars we're going to name, I was looking at the list and I was like, oh, what about that moment? And I was like, oh, 2022. But it led obviously up until 2023. And I was just like, okay. But then I think it was like a lot of stuff led into January, February, or March of this year.
Right.
And then the story changed. But I was like, oh, still great.
I mean, WWE 2022 definitely was a big year just because that was the first year that we officially left COVID. Like we were actually officially on the road again. Like we were WWE was starting to do stuff.
I thought they did 2021.
I think it was like late 2021, like
Oh, okay.
WrestleMania, maybe like half 2021. But it still wasn't the same. Like they weren't going international and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like this year, dude, has just been crazy.
Yeah.
So we have a bracket. So we have like 16 superstars, and we're gonna see if we can narrow down who is the WWE Superstar of the Year.
In our opinion.
Yeah, in our opinion. So it'll be like I'm thinking it'll be the Lame Guys WWE Superstar of the Year.
And we'll send it to WWE and we'll see what they think.
Yeah, and then we'll send it to the Superstar, and hopefully they share us or something.
Yeah. Wow, what if we piss one off?
I mean, they weren't Superstar of the Year, so I don't know. Don't talk to me if you aren't Superstar of the Year.
What was I gonna say? Before we get to some of that,
Yeah.
we did it last episode, and I kind of just saw some more tweets I think will be really cool to mention.
Okay.
I don't know if I've sent you some. Oh, I did for the most part send you a lot of these. Let's see. So keeping up with WWE, this says by Wrestling News on Twitter or X, Roman Reigns would have to hold the title until 2028 to surpass Bruno Sammartino.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous. At that point, I'm mixed because it's like we've gotten this far.
Might as well.
Like, might as well, right?
Another
But there's no
4
way.
years?
There's no way. I'm even ready. I'm honestly, I'm a big Roman fan, but I'm getting ready for him to just drop the title to Cody.
So I agree, but I want him to beat this next one. They also say Roman Reigns can surpass Hulk Hogan if he holds the title until September. Hulk Hogan is at 1474. Roman is at this tweet was 6 days ago. So at the time it was 1200 days. I want him to take out that record.
Yeah, I mean, I would love for him to take out Hulk Hogan just because Hulk Hogan's annoying, but I just think, like, dude, I'm honestly even getting tired of him just not being there.
Yeah, that's a sad part.
And we've defended it for a long time, right? But
And we
it's just,
defended it a couple episodes ago saying, but when he's there, it's an event. And I still stand by that. But just him showing up, this past Friday, I'm just thinking, God,
dude,
bro, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever
he
already.
had 11 matches this year.
Mhm.
Only 11.
How many Seth have?
Who?
Seth.
Oh, I don't remember.
Active.
I may have wrote
Active
it down,
superstar, dude.
but, Seth went 27-5-1 this year in televised events. Roman only had 11 matches.
Goodness.
Like, that's so. I mean, I'm just getting to the point where it's like it's hard to defend him, and I also just want a more active champion. Like, before I was okay with it, but now it's just gotten to the point where, like, he didn't even wrestle at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure he would. But yeah, that's ridiculous. 2028. But that just goes to show, bro. At that time, there was no. I mean, people can say what they want, but there was no talent at that time. If there was, then Bruno Sammartino is not holding the title as long as he was.
No.
So
No.
because that wouldn't happen today. I don't think they let him break Bruno Sammartino's role. I don't even think Roman would want to hold the title that long.
Bruno's record is 2,800 days.
That's crazy. How many years is that? 5?
I guess that'd have to be. Well, how many?
Roman's been champion now for
3
like
years.
3 years. I think going on 4 maybe.
So
it's just 2020, right? Or was it 2021?
2021.
Okay. So
Right?
I don't remember. I just remember it was still COVID time. So I remember like there was still no fans and they were still doing that arena. So
yeah. And the other thing from the last episode, we were talking about The Office.
Yeah.
And you were saying it has to be top 5?
Yeah.
So funny
we
enough,
got one comment. One person said it is top 5.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
I saw that. I wish I remember the comment
Yeah.
the person's name when we shout you out right now. Funny enough, Variety actually came out with their yesterday 100 greatest TV shows of all time list.
What's on the list?
There's 100, so I'm not
Well,
obviously.
yeah, let's not name them all.
So-
Name me the top 10.
So I'll say this. Well, I don't even have top 10 on here. Or
Okay.
I can. Yeah, I'll pull it up. But for at least number 100, the show Community. Have you watched that?
No.
All right.
I don't know what
The
that
ones that stand out to me, number 83, Stranger Things.
That's fair.
This is, no, I'm not gonna say it's crazy for me, but I do like the show. Fresh Prince at 76.
That's fair too.
Where do you think The Office is?
I mean, since you're bringing this article up, I want to say it's top 5.
39.
Oh, wow. That's a little
39 for
That's
The Office.
disrespectful.
Friends is 29.
Okay, The Office should be above Friends. I don't care what anybody says. The Office is more funnier than Friends.
Bro.
100%. The Friends is not funny, bro.
I'm trying to get this to number 10, and then I'll read the rest of these. Or actually, okay. Where do you think? Okay, so if Friends is 29, where do you think Game of Thrones is?
I would say Game of Thrones is for sure top 10.
21.
Jesus, what shows are in the top 10?
I got it right here. Okay.
Go from
So-
10 to 1.
Number 10.
Let me guess one show at least on there. Breaking Bad is on there for sure.
You want me to tell you where that's at? It is.
Just
It is top 5. Or it is. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Breaking Bad is probably my all-time favorite show. Ever.
Really?
Yeah. Just from start to finish, consistency, it's there. Like, it has everything. So that's fair.
Do you want
So
to
yeah,
try
just,
name one more or no?
what's another one?
I'm not gonna lie. You probably won't get them.
Okay, then just go.
Number 10, Roots.
Never seen it.
Of course, now it wants to mess up and not look. Number 9, The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Never seen it.
Number 8, Seinfeld.
Never
I
seen
used to only watch it whenever SmackDown would end.
Yeah, I mean,
What was that on?
UPN.
UPN.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 7, The Wire.
So I was gonna try to watch that one.
I have no idea what it's about.
So it's pretty much just they're in Baltimore, and I think it follows just like these kids that are just in the streets, I guess. And then it follows like a cop.
I was gonna say
some
from
cops.
the picture, yeah, look, it's 2 cops.
Yeah, it follows some cops. Michael B. Jordan was in it. When
Oh,
he was
really?
Younger. Yeah. I forget the actor's name, but he was in it. But yeah, I want to see it. I've heard nothing but great things. But
So
I just
there was
haven't.
another article I read a couple months ago, and they had The Wire at number 1 as the
Yeah,
greatest
a lot of
TV show
people.
all
A lot
time.
of people. That's their favorite TV show of all time.
Number 6, Sex and the City. Never watched it.
Yeah, never watched it either.
Always heard about it, but never
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
it. Number 5, Breaking Bad.
See, I think Breaking Bad should be higher, but we are younger. A lot of these shows sound older.
Number 4, The Simpsons.
It's an older show.
Number 3, which I really do want to watch, The Sopranos.
An older show. I watched the first season, and I think I got like a few episodes into the second season. It's a different type of show. It's
And people consider that one of the greatest shows of all time.
yeah, like I don't think it just resonates with me because, like I said, like we're just younger. I love like drug type shows, gang shows,
And it's all
like
mafia
Peaky Blinders,
yeah.
Narcos. But like going from those to Sopranos is really slow. It's just like story based. Like it's not. There's
See, and
not
that's
like
cool with
people
me.
killing people all the time. Like, and I want to see people killing people all the
Yeah.
time. So like, it's a different type of show. I think if I gave it another shot, I would enjoy it more. But yeah, I stopped a little bit into season 1.
Number 2, Mad Men with John
Never seen
Hamm.
it. Yeah, never seen it.
And number 1, I Love Lucy.
Jesus, I don't really know if I agree with this list. I mean, I know I haven't seen any of these shows, but I mean, jeez. So yeah, they're all
I think
older
I've watched
shows.
like maybe 2 or 3 episodes of I Love Lucy, and I don't think it has anything to do with like it being older. It's just I took tech theater,
Yeah.
and on free time they always put I Love Lucy on.
Okay. So I would definitely say that the people who made this list are older. I would have to say. No disrespect to those shows, but I'm just saying I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah, neither have I.
So
Oh well, I can't say that. We've watched a couple.
yeah, I mean I've seen Breaking Bad. And I've seen a couple episodes of Sopranos, but
And Simpsons.
I mean not even Simpsons really. I didn't really.
Really?
Yeah, I'm more of a Family Guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
but like I said, Simpsons is older. Family Guy is more our age.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. The Office is disrespectful.
Yeah.
What was it? 39.
39, and
That's-
Friends is at 29.
I don't care what anybody says. Friends is not a good show.
Do you think Game of Thrones should have been higher?
I think it
21?
for sure should have been higher. I mean, if it's not in the top 10, that's fine, just because of the way it ended. But I think it should have been
could
higher.
at least gave it top 20.
I would say for sure it should have been in the teens.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You want to get to our bracket?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so like we said, Superstar of the Year. Who had the best
Right.
year in WWE?
Do you want me to, so I'm going to name off the matchups, first round matchups that we got.
All right.
So we have Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. By the way, I didn't seed these. The app that I used to randomize it, I could have seeded it. Like I could, for example, Roman at 1, and then the 1 would go against the 16. I literally just put 16 names in there, randomized them all. So we have some heavy matchups.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought to myself, you did this shit on purpose because that last one right
No,
there,
bro, it literally did it.
I was like, bro, that last one's gonna be so hard for me.
It did it by itself. So okay, so first match, KO versus Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch versus Logan Paul, Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn, Io Sky versus Gunther, Dominic Mysterio versus Damian Priest, Bianca Belair versus Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes versus LA Knight, and Rhea Ripley versus Jey Uso. I will say also, I put the current champions in here. So that is why some of these people are in here. Granted, they've had big years either way.
No,
but-
yeah, even so I didn't even. Well, I guess I did realize that. Yeah, for the most part, the champions are in here.
All of them
But-
are in there. All the main
but it's
roster
all-
champions. Yeah.
I mean, they've had good years.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm saying like Logan Paul's in there because he's the United States champion and he's had a big year. I mean, so yeah, so
So how do you want to do this again?
we're gonna go. So KO and Roman Reigns is the first match. So we'll do 3, 2, 1, and we'll both say who we think should move on. So the way this is gonna work is we have to agree on a name. So like if we disagree on one, we have to convince one or the other to pick that person. So we have to agree. So at the end, the definitive, we both chose this person. I thought about maybe you have your own bracket, my own bracket, but I think it's better this way. That way
this is a great way.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I figured we would have done for KO. We both give our summary of what they did. Roman, we both give their summary of what they did, and then at the very end go 3, 2, 1, give the name.
We could do it that way too. I was just thinking we'll say the name, and then we'll say why. Like we'll read our summaries that we've written, and then we could say why we didn't pick the other one. Like we could still give the other person what he did this year, or what they did this year. But I don't. Either way, it doesn't matter. How you want to do it. So first bracket of the year. Do you want us to just go straight into it?
KO versus Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you want to start right side? So we have the left side of the bracket. We have right side of the bracket. Which one do you want to start on? The left side of the bracket is honestly easier in my opinion. The right side,
side's pretty hard.
It's got.
I don't know. There's a couple good ones. Let's just do it. Let's go all right.
The right side or the left side? Let's start left side.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first matchup for Superstar of the Year: Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. 3. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So the thing that sucks too is I know we're gonna agree on.
There's a couple of these I know we're gonna agree on.
Yeah. Okay. So I wrote some stats down for both wrestlers. Kevin Owens, he went 19, 12, and 1 this year. He main evented WrestleMania with Sami Zayn against the Usos, and they won the undisputed tag team titles. Their run as tag team champions, I mean, I think you felt the same way. It was a little stale.
Yeah.
I think the
hype went down.
Tremendously took the hype away from Sammy, 100%. But nonetheless, KO still had a big year. He feuded with Judgment Day a lot. He feuded with the Bloodline a lot. He was still in some main event spots. So
he had a new little character thing he was doing with the whole getting annoyed with everyone.
Yeah. And now he's on SmackDown, which I think is good for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs to
splitting them up was good.
Yeah, I think they need to be by themselves. Roman, he only had 11 matches this year, like we said earlier. Very disappointing. He main evented Mania for the 3rd year in a row, and he beat Cody Rhodes there.
Didn't let him finish the story.
Yeah, didn't let him finish the story, which I think is perfect for Roman's character.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, only 11 matches.
Only 11 matches, reached 1,000 days.
Yeah, which is
champion.
Legendary.
Got the new belt, the new big gold, which is beautiful.
They combined the 2 belts.
We're going to have it right here.
Yeah, I want to.
It's going to be so nice. Yeah, he's had some great matches this year. His feud with Jay, his feud with Sammy, his feuds with Cody. Did he do Drew this year? No, that was last year.
That was last year.
God, okay, but still,
Clash at the Castle, right?
Yeah, like you said, 11 matches. Even though Kevin's been a lot more active, but you just can't deny that, like how we said at the beginning, even though we're tired of him not being there, you can't deny when he's there, it's money. It's a draw.
I mean, so I'll say that's why I put him there. That's why I'm putting him past KO. Just the impact that Roman has, just him showing up. Any match that he's in, he's able to elevate the person just tremendously. So, I mean, say what you want. He wasn't there that often this year, but he's still the big dog. Like, not big dog, but he's still the
he's still the big dog.
He's still the guy, bro. Like, you can just feel it on an episode of SmackDown when he's there. The energy is just different. So yeah, that's why I'm putting Roman. Roman's moving on to round 2. Let me write it down.
All right. Let's see. The second one, as you said, we have Becky Lynch and Logan Paul.
Yep. Okay, so let's do it your way. I think I like yours way better. So let's talk about what they've done each, and then we'll give our answer.
I don't have the stats of what their records are, so do you want to go ahead and do that one?
Yeah. So for Becky, she went 18, 9, and 1. I got these off a website. I don't remember which website, so if I'm wrong, I mean, sorry. But 18, 9, and 1 from televised events. Some of the big things that she did this year. She won the NXT Women's Championship.
Against Tiffany Stratus?
Yep. Not Tiffany Stratus. Is it
Stratton?
Stratton.
Yes. Sorry.
She beat Tiffany Stratton. She helped elevate some people from NXT, which I thought was good. And she had a big feud with Trish Stratus.
And she also won the tag team titles with Lita.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
That's why I have a storyline with 2 legends, Lita and Trish.
And she was a big feud with Damage Control. Yeah. So she had a big.
And now
year.
She's kind of on the decline with Nia, but
yeah. Logan Paul fought Seth Rollins at Mania. He lost, but nonetheless, it's a big spot. to fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
And a big moment happened that
Yeah.
me and you were very happy about. You know what happened?
Oh, okay, so I got
KSI got whooped.
Yeah.
Boy.
He won the U.S. Championship by beating Rey Mysterio, a legend. And he beat Ricochet at SummerSlam. Big moment. He also had the moment at the Royal Rumble with him and Ricochet going. I mean that I'm pretty sure it just gives my answer away, but the reason for me he's on this list is because he's a champion, and I included all the WWE champions on here. But you want to go ahead and give our list, or do you have more to add to it? Or
No,
our
I
answer?
I think that's
Okay.
I think that's all.
WWE Superstar of the Year, Becky Lynch versus Logan Paul. 3, 2, 1,
Logan.
Becky Lynch. Wow, you're putting Logan over Becky?
Yeah.
Why?
But he's just growing. It's good for him right now.
I mean, so I will say, anytime he is involved in an event,
now,
it's
granted,
big.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's pretty big. He still gets booed and everything like that. He's not liked, which is
Yeah.
good for his character. I mean, good. I'm glad they're not trying to do the whole face thing with him. They're
Mhm.
embracing his heel aspect.
Yeah, I'm so glad about that too.
Yes, he still is the champ. He did defeat Ray. It's just going really well for him right now. Becky, what's funny, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, because Becky,
I think
you're
she had
right.
a slow year up until maybe like middle of the year.
so she started off pretty well, not being the champion. She started with a tag team champion, which is still pretty badass. That was pretty fun. Her and Trish going back and forth and all that stuff too. Yes, winning NXT. I don't think anyone saw that one coming. You're right. Elevating some younger talent. That was pretty good. But at the same time, it's almost just like I expect this type of stuff from her. Like,
Yeah, but I think that's taking advantage of her because like we should be grateful that she. We were just talking about how we're upset that Roman's not here for 11.
no, you're right. You're right.
And Becky, some could say she's the only other opponent that we talked about before. How we don't see anybody on Raw being able to contend with Rhea. Becky is the only one that I could see doing it. And I think that she's in a point now where it's kind of like Seth was for a little bit. She doesn't have the championship, but she still can elevate talent. And I think that's why they're putting her with Nia Jax, because they know no one likes Nia Jax.
No one likes it. No one can work with it.
Yeah, and I think that's why Becky's with her now. And I think that the trust that they have to put her in a feud with Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus was gone for a long time. She had this it was a good
legend.
Yeah, I mean, bro, some could say she's the GOAT of women's wrestling. And for her, who knows if we're getting another run? I saw reports that she wants
to do one more
Yeah.
run for 2024.
But I mean, that just goes to the trust that they have in Becky to have her be the one to feud with Trish. I'm sure Trish maybe even wanted Becky. So that's why I go Becky over Logan, just because. And Logan, how many matches did he have this year?
I don't know. What does that say?
I didn't write it because I couldn't find it.
Oh.
So he fought at Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Because he hurt himself at Crown Jewel with late 2022. Remember?
Mhm.
So he fought at Royal Rumble. He fought at Money in the Bank.
Well, he hurt himself at Crown Jewel, but he still won the U.S. title at Crown Jewel.
No, this was his last Crown Jewel.
Oh,
I'm talking about his whole year at 2023. In 2022. He hurt himself against Roman.
Okay.
Remember? He broke his knee or
I thought you were
whatever.
talking about this. And I was like, no, he.
So
won
he came
against
back.
Ray.
He came back at Royal Rumble. So that's one.
Mhm.
He fought in the Money in the Bank. That's 2. He wrestled Ricochet at SummerSlam. That's 3.
How many matches do they have? I thought they had at least 2.
I thought they only had 1.
Did they?
They built up for a little bit after Money in the Bank. They had like that brawl on the backstage, and then and then he fought Ray at Crown Jewel. So that's 4 matches. I don't know, dude. I know I put Roman over KO for 11, but Roman's Roman. Like that's different.
Yeah.
He's the main guy. Like he is the main guy. So yeah, I don't know. I think Becky deserves it over Logan. If you're talking about superstar of the year, like of the whole year, Becky's done more than Logan has.
No, yeah.
So I
Like
mean,
I said, I just look at it like Logan is just on the rise right now, and it's good for his character, and it's going.
So
to
maybe next year, I think he should be.
Look, I'm gonna tell you straight out. Not like this fool's winning the whole damn bracket.
No, yeah, no, I know, but I just think it gets disrespectful to put Logan over Becky. I don't know if I can budge on that one.
Becky's record is way more active than Logan.
Yeah.
So we'll give it to Becky.
Well, I'm trying to think.
Like I said, just Logan's rise right now because he had a pretty good solid year.
But even
last
like
year.
he's won the U.S. title, we haven't seen him since.
Yeah, he just shows up for promos right now.
Well, yeah, and he cut the little promos that he's in Puerto Rico, and they're having the tournament to see who can fight him. But I mean, he hasn't even been there since.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I just feel like Becky deserves it over him. And we're big Logan Paul fans. Yeah. I mean, to see him go into wrestling was cool for us. Okay, so then what do you want? So do we want to do Becky or Logan?
We'll do Becky.
Okay. So Becky moves on.
The record, even though I wasn't going to deny her record, because I obviously I know she's way more active than Logan.
Mhm.
Even with the belt or without the belt, she's way more active. But I mean, you're right.
And they had that big. She had that big moment at Survivor Series with Charlotte to see them come back together.
Yeah,
I just think they
and trust each other.
I just think for a while it's like they didn't know what to do with her with the title, but then she started having a strong year. Like as far as who's the other big women's wrestler on Raw? I mean, it's Becky. They've even let her go over to SmackDown, go over to NXT. Like it just goes to show the trust that they have in her. I saw though, just to get off a little topic, apparently hers and Seth's contracts are up this year.
That's right. I have not seen because right now we're getting reports that
Yeah, like all
Charlotte's
these
resigned, Dom resigned.
I don't think they're going anywhere anyways. But I'm just saying.
Oh no! Didn't she just come out and say that she's going to retire in WWE?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
I don't think she's going anywhere anyways.
Yeah,
but like, I just saw that both her and Seth they haven't renewed.
What I like though is to add to the whole Seth thing. Last year we both discussed. I know maybe we said it on one of the episodes, but we discussed that he was just basically just elevating everyone. He's losing so much,
and now they've given.
And now he's the freaking champion.
Yeah.
That was probably something they told him. Look, man, we're going to go with this whole story of just you losing, elevate, and now he's the champ.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next match for Superstar of the Year: Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. So I wrote some stuff down for both. This is a hard one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Finn Balor actually has lost a lot this year. He's been putting over a lot of people. 23-19-0.
Pause. Has he lost just him as a single, or has he lost?
Some of these
with
are
Judgment
tagged.
Day?
These are all matches televised.
Gotcha.
So some of these are tagged. He won the Undisputed Tag titles. He could not beat Seth Rollins, which, you know me, I was a little upset about because I thought you should have won.
Should have won at SummerSlam.
Yeah. And he was the leader of Judgment Day, but now
Say it, bro. Who was the leader, bro?
I mean, Rhea and Damien. I don't know. Some episodes it's Damien, and it kind of pisses me off. I want Rhea to be the leader fully, but like,
I want Rhea to. You know what's funny? She's the main leader, but she's just letting Damien go. Yeah, all right, bro. You can play the lead. We'll play.
I just think it's weird. Like I don't know. Like so it kind of annoys me. But yeah. So those are some of the things he's done this year. Sami Zayn. They kind of have similar records. 20-19-1. He main evented WrestleMania with KO. They beat the Usos for the tag titles, which
Undefeated.
the Usos was a legendary run.
Undefeated.
Yep.
Usos.
And he main evented Elimination Chamber against Roman, which, bro, I mean, and I also wrote the Royal Rumble moment.
Yeah,
the Royal Rumble
what I wanted
moment when
too.
he turned on Roman, one of the
Mega.
best moments ever. One of the
Mega.
best moments ever, bro. One of the biggest pops I've ever heard in my life. So he had a big year. The thing is he started his year like up here, and just slowly it's kind of gotten here. So do you have anything to add to that before we give our?
Did you say for Finn, he is now tag team champions?
One undisputed tag titles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Sami
Finn.
Zayn. Oh shit. Okay. So I will just say that I think Finn also started this year very strong. But like I said, I'm just annoyed that, and it's not his fault because it's how he's being written. But I'm just annoyed that one, he didn't beat Seth. And two, I'm annoyed, but I get it. He's putting over. He's the oldest in the Judgment Day. He's putting over Rhea, and he's elevating Damien, and he's elevating Dom. Adding him to that group was brilliant.
Genius.
Brilliant. But I guess I wouldn't put him just because now he's just like a side character. Like
He's definitely taking the back seat in Judgment Day.
yeah, and like before, so WWE before was like making it awkward between him and Damien as who's the leader, and now he's just.
And they scrapped that whole thing, didn't
they forgot about it, and Finn is he's just there. He's like, I don't want to say he's on the same level as Dom and what's the other guy's name? JD, but I mean,
bro, JD's gone, bro.
Truth. But yeah, so I guess that's why I wouldn't put Finn, and I think Sammy had such a high moment, main eventing Mania and main eventing Elimination Chamber, 2 pay-per-views he main evented that were big pay-per-views. I think Finn though main evented some. Didn't he? He main evented it with Seth or no?
I thought he did, Seth.
Was he the main event though?
Obviously, he wasn't main event for him and Edge.
Yeah, he lost.
Mania.
I think he should have won that match too. Like that's annoying.
Yeah, he should have won that one.
Bro,
too.
the whole point of the Demon Finn Balor is like no one can beat him.
The only person that did defeat him was Roman.
Well, and Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was the first one that beat him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember the only reason I remember that was because in the WWE career story, I don't remember which 2K it was. they talk about it because you have to fight Demon Finn Balor, and then your character goes to Samoa Joe and asks for advice. But yeah, so
yeah, you're right. I
you remember that?
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so now it's like not even, I don't know. So, but go ahead. Why you put Finn over? Or
You kind of already said it earlier. To me, you're right, dude. I know a lot of people agree, our 10 viewers, that Sammy in the Bloodline story peak.
yeah, it was so good, bro.
Peak.
I wish they would have kept it going.
Oh my gosh, how hyped everyone would be. Every promo they would set, dude, was incredible.
Yeah.
Sammy will break everyone's character. Incredible. Dude, Jay's supposed to be pissed off at Sammy the whole time. He could never say pissed, even though that was a lot of last year stuff. But still, just how good he was in those promos.
The segment, just to cut you off real quick. The segment, what was it? Where the trial of Sami Zayn on Raw was the highest view segment this year. Was the highest view segment this year.
Paul Heyman just shows that he's one of the goats on the mic, dude.
Yeah.
That was such a good segment too. But yes, huge top, bro.
Yeah, that's
Top
why I'm
of
putting him
WWE.
over Finn.
Top of WWE. Finn, he's just had a very good coast for it. But at the same time, in that, he's had some good matches. The whole Judgment Day aspect is still building and building and building. Even though he's not the leader and Rhea is, I'm going to say it's Rhea. She is a leader. He is still elevating no matter
Yeah,
what.
he is.
Bringing JD in, that was pretty cool on his part. Whatever. I mean, I honestly don't know much about JD.
I think that they're elevating him a good.
But him and Damian still winning the tag team champions or being the tag team champs right now. It's still just good for him.
Yeah.
Sammy, as of right now, like I know he's taking some time off, but still, it's just like doesn't really.
Yeah,
do
I
anything
mean,
for him.
yeah, I will say his fault is not his fault, but like,
yes, you're right. It's not his fault at all. It's just the way
he
the
started
stories are
so
going.
high, and but what's funny is I wanted him and KO to be the ones to end the Usos, but then when they did it, like I guess WWE just didn't use them right, but like their run was just stale
Because we both had talked about it. I think it was like for a month after that. Every time they come out, it's the champs right here. But after that, I didn't care.
Yeah,
I really didn't. The
either.
hype completely went away
Yeah.
for everything that they did.
Okay, so I'll say Finn is fair. Finn, you're right. Finn is elevating, especially Damian. If anyone's benefiting from this, bro, Damian Priest was nothing before the Judgment Day, and now look at him. So I agree with that. Okay, next matchup, for Superstar of the Year, Io Sky versus Gunther. I think this one's gonna be pretty easy.
I need change. hey, even though I know you don't watch it. Sorry, Deontay.
Io Sky actually has a losing record this year, 11-17-1, which is typical for a bad guy. Bad guys usually lose a lot. Won the WWE Women's Championship, and she won the Money in the Bank.
And she's with Damage Control. And
Yeah.
she is still the champ.
Yeah, she's still the champ, and I guess she's not really the leader, but she's like one of the high people.
Isn't that
on
crazy?
Damage
She
Control.
is the champ, but yet she is not the leader of Damage
Yeah,
Control.
I would say Dakota Kai is now more the leader.
Yeah, she's the voice of
Yeah.
it. She's like
Gunther.
a manager, but yet it's like she's the leader, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Gunther, I was surprised that he has this many losses, 19-8. I know,
Really?
obviously- yeah. So I know that those. I know
Those
he's
are
had
prior to
tag
him.
matches. I know he's had tag matches too. So I guess he's just lost all the ones when he tags with Imperium. Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion
Being the
ever
honky-tonk
of
man.
all time. And big moment for him. He had the triple threat match at Mania with Drew and Sheamus.
Classic
Yeah.
match.
What a brutal match.
Very
Brutal. He's had some brutal matches this year. Him and Sheamus too. Oh, was that 2022 at Clash at the Castle? I think it was 2022.
Was it?
I think so.
Oh,
That was the one where Roman fought Drew.
okay, then, yeah.
Okay. But yes, he's had some brutal runs nonetheless in his reign.
How do you liking him and Miz right now?
I love it. I just think I watched their match on Raw this past Monday. Actually,
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
I forgot to text you. I forgot what I was doing, but I was going to text you because I know we always text back and forth when it comes to WWE, SmackDown, and Raw. But I thought, gosh, what a good match this is.
It was a good match.
I feel like this past Raw was actually really good.
Yeah, but my biggest complaint about it and the match that they had at Survivor Series, Miz puts up this fight. The second Gunther gets something in on Miz, over, tapped out. Then on Raw, Miz has so many moments where we think Gunther's finna lose. Gunther hits him with one power slam, over. Like, that was my biggest thing. Like, bro, show Miz also kicking out some like, like make it I don't know. I just thought like, bro, that was my biggest complaint about it. But it's fine. I mean, it just goes to show, bro, he can elevate. This was a good rivalry that he was able to actually speak on the mic.
Yeah.
And it goes to show like he has it all, bro.
Yeah.
The future is bright with him. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
Gunther.
Gunther. Yeah, it's not a debate. No disrespect, Io Sky, but it's not the same. Okay. next matchup. We're on the right side of the bracket. This bracket's hard, bro.
I was say this one's going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, we got Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio versus Damian Priest.
Yep. So I wrote some
I'm about
stuff.
to say, what's the
I wrote some
records?
stuff for them. Dominic Mysterio went 23, 19, and 2 this year. He won the North American NXT Championship. He fought his dad, Rey Mysterio, at WrestleMania, which is a crazy moment.
Such a good story
Yeah.
with it too.
I mean, he lost, but still,
Yeah.
to be put in that situation. And he's in arguably the hottest group in WWE right now. I don't even think it's arguably anymore. Like they've passed the judgment
it.
or the bloodline. Like
Yeah.
they're it. And he's also with Rhea. So I mean,
I know. I put so much heat from the crowd, can't get a word in, booed out the building. Also with Rhea, lucky.
Yeah. Damian Priest went 29 and 19 this year. He won the Money in the Bank. He is one of the leaders in Judgment Day. Like some of the episodes, he is a leader. He fought Bad Bunny at Backlash, which was an amazing
I
match.
have it on here. One of the great match from Backlash against Bad Bunny. One of the best
Up there
moments,
for match of the year for sure.
One of the best moments is Bad Bunny's entrance.
Yeah.
That's been going around Twitter a lot lately right now.
And he also became Undisputed Tag Champion.
Defeating Sammy and KO.
Yes.
Yeah. And won Money in the Bank. Did you say that?
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And he still has the case. A lot of people think he's going to lose it, but he still has it nonetheless.
I cannot figure out what they're going to do with that one.
I think his cash in is going to be a fail at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's
Who's he going to cash on?
He's not Roman.
It's not Roman. It had to be Seth. But even I think they're making Seth go to Mania. But the briefcase is good for a year though, right? So he could still hold it till next Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What if they don't do it for an actual like one of the big belts? They do
I think that's dumb.
IC
I think that's
or
dumb.
United States.
I think that's dumb, personally. Okay, you ready? It's a hard one.
No, I'm not ready.
It's a hard one. I know who I'm gonna go with, but it hurts me to go with that person.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Dom.
Damian Priest. Okay, so I know me and you love Dom, and his potential is sky. I've said it before in this podcast. I think he even has a possibility to pass Ray and just his career as a whole, but he's not there yet. He's still the guy that the Judgment Day sends out to get beat up. He's still the guy that and Damian is not that anymore. Damian has been elevated tremendously.
Yeah.
So I think to put Dom over Damian, Dom's had an impressive year, but Damian won Money in the Bank. He has won the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, and he is a leader of Judgment Day. And he had that big match with Bad Bunny at Backlash. Dom won the NXT North American Championship. That's it.
And still be one of the best heels right now in WWE.
I know. I know you're going based off reaction, but like accomplishment, Damian's accomplished way more this year. So I don't think we can put Dom over Damian. I know we like Dom. That's why I said. That's why I said I know who I'm going to pick, but it's going to hurt me to pick them because I love Dom. I like Dom.
I really thought you were going to say Dom, and it's going to hurt you because you know Damian is elevated pretty well.
No, I feel like we have to put Damian. I feel like it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay, Damian. Okay, next matchup for WWE Superstar of the Year. Bianca Belair versus Seth Rollins. I feel like this is going to be an easy one, but I'll give you... I couldn't find Bianca Belair's record. She's had a lot of matches this year. But she's still in the women's spotlight as one of the main women's wrestlers.
She started off the year with Alexa in a story.
Yeah. She held the title for a long time. I didn't
did.
find the exact number, but she held it for a long time. She was, I guess you could say, the leader of the War Games team in Survivor Series this year. And she put Io over. I mean, you could credit her for Io's rise. Seth.
Did you like her match against Asuka at WrestleMania?
Who?
Bianca.
I didn't really care about it, honestly. Seth, 27-5-1 this year. Won the World Heavyweight Championship, and he has been a workhorse in 2023. Some of the people he's feuded with, Shinsuke Nakamura, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor. Who else? I will say in this run he's had long feuds with people. Like his feuds are lasting more than one pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I mean, what can we say, bro? He's been a workhorse. So
yeah, it is.
I feel like we can't put.
Like we said earlier, he had his match at Mania against Logan. Right now, he is going to be a part of one of the best story, or not the best, but a pretty good story with Punk right now.
Yep.
So
Seth, 3.
1, 2, 3. Seth.
Yep.
I should have started at 3. I'm sorry.
It's okay. This next one actually is gonna make me think a little, but I still know my answer. Next matchup in WWE Superstar of the Year. Cody Rhodes versus LA Knight, which two of the biggest baby faces in all of WWE right now. Cody Rhodes went 24-5 this year. He won the Royal Rumble. He main evented WrestleMania, and he's arguably the biggest face in WWE still since he returned, and he still held that spot in my opinion. LA Knight
and no belts.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like I thought
No
him
belts.
losing at Mania was gonna hurt him. I thought we were gonna get tired of him being but no,
Nope.
he's still it. LA Knight, 22-14, main evented Crown Jewel with Roman. He was able to tag with Cena. Cena helped elevate him a little bit. And he has become arguably the biggest face on SmackDown. I would say he is the biggest face on SmackDown. Randy's back now, so that could change, but
it'll change.
LA Knight was the biggest face. Any more to add to that before we choose?
Nope.
3, 2, 1. Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
LA Knight just hasn't done enough. Yeah, I mean, he's arguably the biggest face, but his one main event match was
against Roman.
That's it.
I mean, it was cool. The promos and everything leading up to it was pretty good. No one's I'm not gonna say no one's disrespect Roman like that, but I mean, it's been pretty on par. But no, Cody's still.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Next matchup for
Gosh.
Superstar of the Year. This one's a tough one, dude. This one is probably the hardest one on here for me. We got Rhea Ripley versus Jey Uso.
Like I said, bro, I thought you did this on purpose.
No, I'm telling you, I didn't. When I saw the matchup, I thought, oh shit.
when I was reading them, when you sent me what it was supposed to look like, I thought, bro,
Yeah.
why'd you do that?
Okay, so some stats for them. Rhea Ripley went 19-3-1 this year. She won the Royal Rumble from the 1 spot. She beat Charlotte at Mania for the Women's World Championship, and she is the leader of Judgment Day. Jey Uso, I couldn't find his record, but he main evented Mania, won the Undisputed Tag titles for a second time with Cody. He pinned Roman, which was one of the couldn't find the stat, but far as Roman getting pinned, he still hasn't been pinned in a singles match, but I couldn't find the exact number of how long it was since he had got pinned. But
when it was him and Solo,
so it was Roman and Solo versus Jimmy and Jay.
I thought Solo got pinned.
No, Roman got pinned, bro.
Really? Oh.
You don't remember?
I swore it was Solo.
We'll have to show the clip when we do the clip.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, Roman got pinned. Roman took the pin from Jay. Main event is SummerSlam versus Roman. And he has become a big single star. He's gone out of the tag team. What's the word? Like, you know, some people we just look at just as tag team people. Like, he has gotten out of that. He's main event Jey Uso. Yeah. Do you have anything else to add to that?
No.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Rhea Ripley.
Yep. And this has nothing to do with her being mommy or nothing like that. This is purely because, dude,
she's
Royal
had a great
Rumble,
year as
from
the one
number
spot,
one,
bro. Yeah.
going all the way and killing it.
Yeah.
What they call her, the Annihilator,
It wasn't
right?
even that moment for me.
Gosh, bro.
It wasn't even that moment for me that did it. It was her match against Charlotte at Mania.
Amazing.
Just I knew she had potential, but that match right there just proved that she is it. Like she's probably going to be the biggest WWE women's wrestler for a long time. So that match right there proved to me that she can hang with the greats. So
Yeah.
that match was awesome. So
what I love though is that Triple H loves her so much.
Yeah.
Dude. I forgot what press conference they had. What was the last pay-per-view?
Survivor Series.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for that one, even at the press conference, I don't think Rhea was on discussion, but he just brought up the women's division, talked about how great Rhea is and everything. I'm like, bro, that's like your hand-picked like girl right there, dude.
Like
And
I
she
said
is
before, I just think her run is a little stale and on Raw. But that's not her fault. That's because
just don't have anyone.
there's no other talent. Like she's fighting the girl that's with the those two dudes,
Creed brothers?
the Creed brothers. Yeah, like I don't care about that, like, and I'm not saying that she can't be eventually a good wrestler, but Rhea just doesn't have any big names to go against right now, in my opinion. But I got to put her over Jay, dude. She's just done more. Jay's had a great year though. If he was against anybody else, pretty much, like I think he'd win.
You put him okay. So let's say roles reverse. Rhea in LA and Cody and Jay.
Oh, I'd still put Cody over Jay.
Okay,
but I'd put Jay over Sammy. I'd put Jay over Finn. I'd put Jay over Roman Reigns.
I'd Jay over Becky.
Yeah, I would. So yeah, that's a tough one, but yeah, we gotta go Rhea. Okay, round 2, Roman of Superstar of the Year, Roman Reigns versus Becky Lynch. So I already said their stats.
Yeah.
So you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Roman.
Yeah. So I know he's been inactive, and I know I put Becky over Logan just because Becky's been more active. But like I said, Roman just has bigger impact. You just can't compare the two. Roman he's just that dude, bro.
I think he takes her nickname, bro. He's the man, bro.
Yeah. Okay, ready for the next one? Finn.
Yeah.
Finn Balor. I think this one's easy too. Finn Balor versus Gunther in our in our round 2 of Superstar of the Year. 3, 2, 1. Gunther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just his record alone right now with IC champion speaks for itself.
Yep. Okay. On the right side of the bracket, round 2 of WWE Superstar of the Year, Damian versus Seth. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Seth.
Seth. Yep. Now that we're at the first round, these get a little easier. Okay. Next matchup. This one's hard, bro. Cody Rhodes versus Rhea Ripley for WWE Superstar of the Year.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Rhea.
Yep.
Yeah. And I will say that is only because Rhea just has elevated the title and Cody hasn't had a title.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Cody's had better feuds this year.
Better storyline.
Better
with feuds
compared to
and everything
Rhea's.
like
But
that.
I'm also tired of Cody versus the Judgment Day. I'm tired of that, you know?
I'm excited to see what he does with Shinsuke right now.
Yeah. I think Shinsuke. The problem with Shinsuke is they're making him this big bad villain, but they're not giving him any wins. That's what's bugging me. I do think like he needs
to see like some force to where you're like,
Yeah.
how the hell is Cody by?
Yeah,
bro, like when Cody and Brock were fighting, you were trying to figure out how the hell is Cody supposed to win, but then he did. And then
not
Brock
only that,
respected
like
him.
he's giving these big bad promos, but I'm thinking, bro, you're losing every match. You know, like so. Anyways, okay, so round 3. This is where we start to get.
I already know this one.
Yeah, this is where we start to get into
The second
the
one is where I'm having trouble.
Okay, Roman Reigns versus Gunther for WWE Superstar of the Year. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Gunther.
Really? I was gonna say Roman.
You're gonna say Roman?
Yeah, bro.
No. Okay. So activity plays a part, but then when you get to Gunther's reign, Gunther has had a legendary reign just like Roman. He's been more active than Roman, and he's elevated this Intercontinental Championship to, I'd say, the biggest it's ever been. Like the Intercontinental Championship it's always been a mid-level title. Gunther's matches, bro, they're main event type. So, I could not put Roman over Gunther. I can't.
So you'd be okay if Gunther won against Roman, beat him for the title?
Yeah, I think he's worthy.
Same.
I think he's worthy of it. I think he's gonna be the one that takes Seth.
Yeah, I can see that 100%, and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah. Well, it depends. If they do Seth and CM Punk at Mania, then that obviously throws that plan out the window.
Do you think they'll give it to Punk already?
Punk's already been saying he wants to main event Mania.
Event, but do you think they have Seth lose? I truly don't, just because they didn't let Cody get the win against Roman.
Yeah,
and that was I'm not saying that
Seth deserves to win, but I could totally see them giving it to Punk just because the publicity that would get.
Yeah. I was gonna say his return was a little bigger than who had the bigger return? CM or Cody?
That's a good one.
The prodigal son returns or the rebel child shows back?
That's a good question.
We'll get into that one in a minute. Let's
That's a good question. I'm trying to think. Hold on, it's stuck in my brain now. I would say Cody. Well, no,
bro, because
CM Punk I never thought was gonna happen again. I never thought he was gonna be in WWE.
And so I'm not gonna. I didn't think Cody would either. He shows up, he leaves, does the whole indie aspect, and then helps build a company.
Who was the bigger return, Cody Rhodes?
Okay, hey, let us know in the comments. We're gonna go ahead and let this one be for y'all. Let us know in the comments who had the bigger return, Cody or CM Punk. I'm sure this isn't a original question, but still, it's like I haven't thought about that.
Part of me still wants to say Cody, just because his was at Mania. we were there. His was at Mania, and it was crazy. And he automatically became the biggest face in WWE. CM Punk, I don't think is. I still think Cody's a bigger face than CM Punk. Would you say that?
Yeah, bigger face. Yeah,
yeah. Like as far as like the top faces in WWE, which is good guys for people who don't know. Cody, I'd say, is still bigger. I would say Cody, but yeah, let us know in the comments. Okay, Roman versus Gunther. I gotta put Gunther, bro. I feel like Roman is a bigger name than KO, and he's a bigger name than Becky. He's a bigger name than Gunther, but Gunther is up there for as far as like accomplishments. I mean, he's had a legendary run.
Definitely, you're right. He's had the legendary run, but at the same time, Roman's had a longer run.
Yeah,
yes, you're right. The inactivity plays a huge part
because it's Superstar of the Year,
yeah,
and he's only been there for 11 times. 11 times, bro. Gunther has been actively defending this championship and elevated it tremendously.
I just keep on looking. I mean, yes. Okay, so what you said earlier, you're right. Gunther is
I like Roman better than Gunther.
No,
like
yeah,
you were
I
gonna
know.
Say.
Gunther's matches, all main event type matches.
Yeah.
He's even had matches just on Raw, like it's no issue, and they're still elevating. We just talked about him and Miz, amazing match. We talked about it earlier, his match against Drew and Sheamus, great match.
Yeah.
Could have been main event, but we also had 2 other main events that topped that.
Yeah, yeah.
But still, we just keep on saying, bro, even though we are tired of him not being there, when Roman is there, move aside, bro. He is it.
I agree.
And yes, of course, once again, with him being so inactive, it's hard to continue to argue with this one. But every match has been so good.
I
with
agree.
him. And
I
it's
agree.
only 11.
But it's only 11. That's my thing, Vincent. Like, this is Superstar of the Year, 2023. He's only had 11 matches. If this was 2022, 100% I'm putting him over Gunther. 100%. But 11 matches, bro.
I can't remember what his record was for 2022.
I think I saw he had 45 matches.
Gosh, really?
I think. Or maybe
like,
that was
obviously
2021.
I knew this year was obviously a lot shorter than last year.
I
but
think he had 40. I think he had 45. I'll have to find the article that I found the records on. But 45 matches. They even talked about it, how it was a huge drop. So that's why they didn't put Roman. So the article that I found that they gave names of Superstar of the Year. I don't remember the exact website.
Did they give their pick for Superstar of the Year?
Yeah, it was Gunther. Gunther was their top star, and Seth was number 2.
Oh, wow.
Roman wasn't even on the list. It was the Bloodline.
Okay, yeah.
So like, I don't think we could put Roman over Gunther, bro. And Roman's my favorite.
Yeah.
But like, I can't do it. I think we gotta go Gunther.
All right, bro. Hey, can't be throwing up that one anymore. Boy, you gotta be like this.
No, bro, I still love Roman.
I understand. Like I said,
Gunther's accomplished a lot this year.
He has. But like I said earlier, this year you're right. If it was last year, we would.
100%. I'm putting Roman.
But at the same time, he still has this legendary run now.
But so does Gunther.
But Roman has a long.
And not only that, Gunther arguably is as a powerhouse as Roman. Just as far as like when you see Gunther, bro, like shit, like he's a tank and you're scared of him.
Yeah, the day he drops that title, I'm not.
He's great on the mic. Like he's just had a crazy year, bro. So
the day he drops that title, I'm saying he's going for Roman.
Yeah,
I feel like
Seth.
I feel like he's past Seth, bro. I feel like he don't need to. He's a powerhouse. He could just go straight for Roman.
Maybe.
Now, who's going to win? I could see Gunther, but I mean,
I feel like the fact that you're saying that he could beat Roman, and the fact that he's been so active this year and he's elevated in her, I just feel like, bro, we can't put him over Roman, or we can't put Roman over Gunther. Okay, next matchup. This one's hard.
Let's just end the episode. Leave him wanting more.
Next matchup for WWE Superstar of the Year: Seth Rollins versus Rhea Ripley. You need some time on this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want it to be quiet. So Rhea won at Mania. Seth won
at Mania. He also won at Mania.
Title.
Yeah.
Title.
Yes.
He won
in a tournament.
He won in the tournament. It was at Nine Champions.
He fought AJ Styles. I don't remember where. Yes. Yeah, right. 9 Champions. Yes. I don't remember what pay-per-view, but it was. He beat AJ Styles, which was a good win. It was a good match.
I forgot it was against AJ, to be honest.
He had his feud with Drew. He had his feud with Shinsuke. He had his feud with Finn Balor. I think that's about it. And now he's working on CM Punk, right?
So
Are we missing one?
No, he's very active right now.
Rhea Ripley's feuds? Can't name you a lot of them.
That's the only problem. She's had the belt longer. Big name, just like Seth, obviously. Judgment Day is being elevated so great. They're probably the best faction next to Judgment Day right now. Or not next to Bloodline right now. But it's just hard because
you love Rhea too, bro.
Well, no, what I was going to say.
For me, this is an easy answer.
But what's hard is because, like you just said, bro, her rivalries can't really name them. She doesn't really have any. Mm-hmm. So
not to her fault. Like I said, it's just bro, they haven't given her. Yeah, they haven't given her a lot. For me, this is an easy answer.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Seth. Yep. Okay, bro. We are here.
Hey, hold on. If Rhea's watching, bro. Hey, bro. I'm sorry. We just gonna have to get it back on in 2024. It's not my fault.
Like if she was on SmackDown, bro, I think the number of feuds that she could have is just great. The
what I'm excited for is when the year ends and we're gonna start all over again with 2024. We're gonna get a lot of NXT talent coming up, and that's gonna be some great matches right there.
Okay.
All right, let's do
This is
one.
it. The final matchup for 2023 WWE Superstar of the Year. We've got Gunther versus Seth Rollins. This one's a tough one. I think I know my answer. I could be persuaded, but I'm pretty sure I know my answer.
I don't.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm thinking of this like life or death, bro. Like this is the like, bro. If there's a list out there in the world,
we
this
have
is
to,
the
we have to
list.
decide on one, and it has to be both of us. It has to be the lame guys Superstar of the Year.
Gosh, all right. If Paul Levesque is going to see this list, Triple H, who's the Superstar of the Year? All right.
Okay. Wait, well, hold on. I had my answer, but now I'm starting to like think the other way. Okay, let's just give our answers and then we'll talk about it after.
All right, go.
3, 2, 1, Seth.
Gunther.
Wow.
Bro, you said it yourself, and just like how you called me out on it.
Yes.
If anyone's gonna, if I even can agree that Gunther's going to take out Roman, and
Yeah.
Roman's belt is still bigger than Seth's, because we talked about that on a couple of episodes ago. That his, I mean, once again,
You're
we
right.
keep on saying this. This is not his fault. It's just the way he's been written right now. Seth's title just doesn't seem like it's meaning much right
Yeah,
now.
you're
So
right.
if we can have that opinion that Gunther is good enough to take out Roman and be that champion,
Yes.
then he obviously can be better and beat Seth.
So I know he could beat Seth. My argument to that would be Seth still has a world title. And you're not going to tell me that if Gunther had the chance, he wouldn't take the world title over the Intercontinental title. Like the Seth's title is not as big as Roman's, but it's still a world title.
No, you're right.
And he's done what he's could to elevate it.
And he's done a damn
I agree
good
with you.
job of
It's
it.
not it's not as big as Roman's, and I hate that WWE has written it that way. Roman still, when he shows up, bro, even though we don't even see his title, we've seen it probably like 15 times this year. Like, it's still, bro, I just think, God damn, what a beautiful championship. Like, I just think, gosh, Roman just elevates that. So, but Seth, I mean, bro, he's done a lot this year. And coming off his 2022 year, where me and you were constantly talking about how we're so annoyed how he keeps losing. I remember when he lost the Riddle at Extreme Rules. I was so pissed. I was so mad.
The one where I was okay with, bro, is Cody.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
again, we were there, so we felt that energy. We had that hype. But
but
2022, a bad year for
But I
Seth,
think
but
WWE
not
did a
his
good
fault.
job as 2022. Seth lost a lot. 2023, he's now up there, I'd say, for second. So you have Roman Reigns and then you have Seth.
Yeah,
I don't know who you put below Roman.
Gunther.
I'd probably go Roman, Seth, Gunther.
I keep on saying Gunther. My bad, Gunther.
Well,
I gotta
mean,
be
it is
I gotta
Gunther,
be
but-
respectful, bro. I gotta
but
be respectful.
they say it Gunther.
I gotta be respectful.
Gunther. I don't know.
Hey, Samantha, go ahead and say it for us, bro.
So I don't know, but like I said, I could be swayed, bro, because Gunther has had a crazy year.
Like I said, I mean,
Okay, so name me. Okay, let's put it this way. Name me Gunther's feuds right now that he's had this year.
okay,
If you
so-
can't name me 4 of them, then we have to put Seth.
we've already said a couple of them.
Okay.
We said, well, right now, obviously the most recent one, him and Miz.
Okay.
Even though it's not a huge long feud or
It was
anything
still
like that,
feud.
but still, he had his feud. Him, Drew, and Sheamus.
Okay.
But they've
Still.
also had their own
I'll
separate
count
one.
that as 2 though, because they had
Okay.
a triple dare match. Name me another 2.
Hey, you son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, like, okay, Gunther has done more than Roman had this year, but he's elevated the Intercontinental Championship tremendously. But still, he not to his fault. He is going against these mid carders. Like, it's at the end of the day, it's what it is. He's not fighting yet the main eventers, that type of stuff. Seth also hasn't had that many feuds. I'd say he's had 4. This is going to be his 4th one, I think, unless I'm missing one.
No, I think you're right. I think it's just because they're long.
They were long feuds.
long
The
feuds.
Finn one went what, 3 pay-per-views?
I think so, yeah.
Shinsuke went 2 or 3 pay-per-views. He beat AJ, but I don't consider that. And then Drew McIntyre only went 1 pay-per-view, but then I think he fought him again on Raw. He fought Jey Uso on Raw also, Seth. I just think the names that Seth has beaten are bigger than the names that Gunther has beaten. And Seth has been more active. If that makes sense. Like, Roman's names are bigger than Gunther's.
Yeah, but at the same time, Sheamus is a previous WWE champion.
Yeah, so is Drew.
Drew is, and so is Miz. Miz, been a minute, but still.
Miz is still a legend.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but going back to what you're saying, that his
but
matches
Gunther-
aren't like the champion level. Like, he has fought champions. They're just
He
not
has.
champions now.
You're right. He has. But he also has fought like people like Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
Chad Gable, it was
How
still
could
crazy.
I forget that one?
It was still crazy.
How
Yeah.
could I forget that one? Did that do a pay per view?
No, they were
It's
just
all
on Raw,
Raws, right?
I think.
But
yeah.
still,
They were just on Raw.
great matches.
Yeah,
just
they
on
were.
top of that.
I don't know. It's a tough one, bro. I really could go both ways. I'm just trying to play it devil's advocate for Seth. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not mad at either one that we put. So
rock paper scissors.
no, let's decide one.
All right.
Let's decide one. And for the record of people saying we don't know what we're talking about, this should be a debate. Gunther and Seth is they're arguably the two hottest stars this year.
Yeah. You know what kind of pissed me off?
What?
Me not knowing some of those feuds and forgetting some of them. Now people gonna call me out, bro. Be like, bro. Be like, you talk about WWE, you can't even name something.
We won't put it on. Well, a lot of
No,
those
we'll
were
put it, bro.
a lot of those were on Raw though too. And me and you, bro, we have a kid. Raw, it's 3 hours. Like we're
try
busy
not
a
to
lot
miss
of
a
the time.
pay-per-view.
Yeah,
we haven't missed a
pay-per-view
pay-per-view.
wise though, we always watch them. Yeah, I mean, it's just. Do we go based off Gunther being what he is going to be in the future, or do we go based off what Seth is doing now? I'll put it that way.
Well, can we say that because we didn't say that for Logan and we didn't say that for Dom?
Okay, so then does that mean we go based off what Seth is doing now?
I'm about to say.
So does it go Seth?
That's what I'm kind of thinking. Is that what we do?
I'm okay with Seth. I think,
Bro, as far as
for the record,
as far as championships go, Seth is the second.
yes.
So it's Seth.
For the record,
Ryan, done.
yeah, we're putting Seth, but it's still up for the debate. But I think we just gotta go Seth, bro. He's done what he's could to elevate the second World Heavyweight Championship,
Let's go ahead
and
and
we
got
gotta
to
give him credit for it.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
If
Do you
you're
agree?
watching this on social media? Do you agree between Gunther and Seth? Who is the superstar of the year, or if not just that, who had the better year in general?
Yeah.
Like who has elevated more?
For us, our first lame guys WWE Superstar of the Year for 2023, Seth Rollins. Give him a hand. Good job, Seth.
I can't do the laugh, so I would mimic it.
Hey, but bro, he has been hot.
Oh yeah,
He has been hot. I can say what I want as far as I wanted Finn to beat him.
You say
But-
he's burning it down?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You get it?
But at this point, I gotta give him credit, bro. He's been holding it down, dude. He really has. He really has.
And he's about to have a great story. Right
Yeah, and all that shit he was talking about Roman, how Roman's been gone. Seth really has been there holding it down.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're going with Seth. Seth's the WWE Superstar of the Year. Yay!
If we had Pyro like all these other streamers right now, what would we doing?
Burn it! We should have played his theme music,
bro.
Damn, we should have had it all.
We'll add it in post.
All right, cool. Well, yeah. So Seth is our WWE Superstar of the Year.
That
was fun.
a good one.
Yeah, that was
a good
fun.
one.
We-
We're
so-
gonna try to do more brackets like this.
Yeah, I want to. I love doing this type of stuff.
Yeah.
I want to try to do a bracket for next year, but I don't think we've seen enough movies.
No, we can just do the movies that we have seen. Because
Yeah,
for the most,
unless we could think of another type of bracket that we could do for 2021 or 2023
of
episode
what's
next
everything is
episode.
seven.
I don't know. But Seth is our Superstar of the Year. So
Sounds good.
next week we will have another episode. What is that? Episode 12?
Episode 12.
Yeah, it's
It'll
been
be
fun, bro.
That one.
That will
air,
be next year.
Yeah, because when we film it, it'll
It'll-
still be this year.
Yeah.
But when it
It'll
airs,
be the last
it'll
week
be
of
the
this year.
first
First
episode
episode
of the
of
year.
2024.
Nice.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Anything
it's been
else,
fun,
Ed?
bro. No, that is it. So Seth Rollins is our Superstar of the Year. I'm sorry, Roman. I couldn't do it, dude.
Sorry, Rhea.
Yeah. But all right, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. And we will catch you guys next week.
All right, later.
Later.